Okay, just trying to do something different this year. I know the type of content which I am more used to making, and I guess people are more accustomed to seeing me make. Um, but I just want to speak about something, I guess, entirely different from my usual subject matter. This is pertaining to things of historical importance that will be beneficial to our present day lives and our present day circumstances, and just exactly how exactly um we see we see life in general, essentially, because we all we all because yeah, like I said, kind of um we all want to, not even kind of, we all want to be be living in the right way. We all want to be sure that, okay, what we're actually doing on a day-to-day basis is like the correct way that we are meant to do the things that we want to do. And so I really thought about something today, and what I thought about was the fact that I believe that there's really just there's really simply two there's only really two um there's only really two sorts of people in life. You understand what I mean? Just two sort types of people. That's all there is. And let me read the scripture to you. This is from the Bible. I have this in my hand. It says, and there were also two other malefactors. I'm reading from Luke 23, um, 32 to, don't worry, I'll let you know where I stop. And it says, and there were also two other malefactors led with him to be put to death. So, this is the story of taking Jesus to his crucifixion site in Calvary. And when they were come to the place which is called Calvary, there they crucified him, and the malefactors, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots, and the people stood beholding, and the rulers also with them derided him, saying, He saved others, let him save himself. So these Pharisees were like, they were something else for real. These guys were something else, seriously. You really read about them, it's like these are some very annoying people. They are really annoying. That's like, man, can you imagine how unbearable they must have been? Because I can only characterize them in such a way. They are truly unbearable. The more you read, the more you see it. And then Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And the people stood beholding, and the rulers also with them derided him, saying, He saved others, let him save himself. If he be Christ, the chosen of God. And the soldiers also mocked him, coming to him and offering him vinegar, and saying, If thou be the king of the Jews, save thyself. And the superscription was also written over him in the letters of Greek and Latin and Hebrew, This is the king of the Jews. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. And then one of the malefactors, it's a very interesting word that they're using, malefactors, which were hanged, railed on him, saying, If thou be Christ, save thyself and us. If thou be Christ, save thyself and us. Like, why would anybody say such a thing? It's so ridiculous. You understand? That's so ridiculous. Why would you talk like that? Ridiculous. So, I mean, where is such a person even coming from to say such a thing? The person that's saying such a thing is coming from a place of like, I suppose, general. The person is taking the side of the people that have hung Jesus. You understand? The person is is unable to take Christ seriously. That's really what it comes to. Isn't that what it sounds like? That's what I think it sounds like, really. And so, but the other ones answering rebuked him, saying, If thou be sorry, dost thou not fear God, seeing thou art in the same condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we receive the due rewards of our deeds, but this man had done nothing amiss. So you understand, in in life we have to realize that There's only two types of people in this life: those that stand with God and those that stand with the Pharisees. Do you understand? What we have to do is we have to be identifying who are the Pharisees. And the Pharisees are not just necessarily people that obviously are walking in spiritual garments and doing that kind of stuff per se. That's not who they are. You understand? It's the Pharisee thing is really a mindset. It's how people think. Because obviously, the thief that was talking like that, you can tell which class he belongs to. So, as followers of Christ, our duty really is to oppose those that have the pharisaical, sadistical mindset, essentially. Do you know what I'm saying? So, just being able to recognize that some people are just offended that they are being challenged and they are being, their authority is being whatever. So they have impart they have given themselves they have imparted an authority upon themselves. So those that don't subscribe to that, you know, this is how they are willing to do away with those people. So um, if you just have to see it for what it is, and obviously Jesus was the one that first recognized this because for the longest time these people were not treated how Jesus treated them, but you know they their whole thing was that we will not accept Jesus because he does not act the way we do. That was what it was. You understand? That was the whole thing for the Pharisees. They would not accept Jesus because he would not act the way they did. Isn't that interesting? You know? Because Jesus's attitude was very far from theirs. They wanted to stone a woman. He didn't want to do that. They, the things which they imposed upon people and even upon themselves. And, you know, Jesus was like, I am above all that. I am God. Simple as that. I am God. You like it? I'm sure it's clear you don't. I'm fine. That's fine. Actually, it's not really. Is it fine? I don't know. Okay, and it goes on to say, and he said unto Jesus, Lord, okay, this is still the good thief or the good criminal who said, and we indeed justly, for we receive the due rewards of our deeds. But this man had done nothing amiss, and he said unto Jesus, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. And Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. So you understand, because it was pretty clear that you know we all have a choice. We have the choice to make which side we pick, and that's what it all comes down to. And obviously, if we take the side of the Pharisees, we save ourselves from crucifixion. You know what I mean? We take the side of the Pharisees, we save ourselves from crucifixion. If we choose to mock Jesus and if we choose to be flippant and not take him seriously, I guess we take the side of crucifixion. Sorry, of not being crucified. But if we stand with Jesus, we are being crucified for sure. And that's just how it goes. Those are our only two choices. This is as binary as that. Whether we like it or not, it's as binary as that. So that's really what it is. It's really that binary. And John of Arimathea, in this same scripture, he was one of those that had a fear of the Pharisees. You understand? You can either have a fear of the Pharisees or you don't have because they really had such power, and it's incredible the way they wielded it. But we we cannot let ourselves be afraid. We can't let ourselves be afraid. Um, there's nothing better than dying with Christ, being crucified with Christ. Simple as that. That's that's how we have to see it. So yeah, this is my second video of the year, but thanks for listening. I just thought to share that maybe not the maybe not the most amazing video which I have produced, or certainly not the most maybe equal. I don't want to say that about what I've done, but yeah, I appreciate you for listening. I'll catch you some other time. I want to yeah keep on doing this, and have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.